If you're over 40 and your makeup looks like this, but you want it to look more like this, stop making these easily fixable mistakes. Mistake number 1, you're skimping on your skin prep. A dollop of moisturizer isn't going to cut it. First, you need to choose a moisturizer that's right for your skin type, and then you are going to slather it on your face. You should look glowy and shiny when you're done. And if your skin is extra dry, try incorporating a hydrating mist into your routine. Personally, I love this one from Dalba. It is their first spray serum. Makeup mistake number 2, you're choosing a foundation that is too light. If you're in between 2 shades of foundation, you're going to want to choose the darker one. A foundation that is too light is going to emphasize texture. Choosing a foundation shade that is ever so slightly deeper than your natural skin tone is going to help bring some color and life back to your complexion. And yes, minimize skin texture. Mistake number 3. You're either ignoring your brows altogether or you're making them too dark. If your brows are naturally dark and you keep them well groomed, you can probably get away with just using some sort of brow setting gel. But if you have light hair and light brows like I do, you may need to add a little color. You just want to make sure that, once again, it's not too dark. Younger people can get away with having lighter hair and dark brows, but as we get older, lighter brows just look softer and more youthful. Mistake number 4 is one you've probably heard in every makeup mistakes video, such as this one. Wearing eyeliner that is too dark and too harsh. Specifically, the black eyeliner I know some of you are still putting under here. Now, you may be using a brush to do this, so you feel like it's not as harsh as using an eye pencil. But no, unfortunately, it is still as harsh and still as aging. If you feel like you absolutely have to have something along the lower lash lines, switch to a pencil brush and a light brown eyeshadow. Or if you want to use color, use color. Anything but black. At least not a jet black. A soft black or brown black might be okay, but jet black is going to be harsh and aging for 98% of us. The next mistake is one you probably didn't know you were making. You need to be doing this pro makeup artist trick of taking a cream-colored matte eyeshadow and putting it on the inner third of your eye into the corner of your eye by the nose and bringing it up towards the brow. This is going to instantly open and lift your eyes. It has a brightening effect, so you're going to look more awake. If you have hooded eyes, it's going to lift them, open them up. It is so simple, yet so effective. Makeup mistake number 6. You are placing your blush too high. I know you've all seen the videos of makeup artists and beauty influencers applying the blush really, really high up on the cheekbone to supposedly give you a more lifted and sculpted look. However, for someone who is a beginner or simply not a makeup professional, this method, this technique can go wrong very easily. And you end up with too much color right up here that looks very stark and unnatural. Blush is supposed to mimic how we would naturally flush if we were blushing, which is where? Right through here. So it is my belief as a makeup artist of more than 25 years that you should go back to the old school way of applying blush to the apples of your cheeks. Yes, a little bit higher up on the apples of the cheeks, not down here, but smile, apply the blush to the apples of your cheeks, and then blend it out towards your temples. But whatever you do, don't take your brush and slide it up like this. Even if you do want to place your blush higher, make sure that you're stippling it and not swiping. Makeup mistake number 7. You're using the wrong kind of powder. Unless your skin is combination to oily, ditch the loose powder and the brush, which is making the powder go everywhere, and switch over to a pressed setting or finishing powder. Not a powder foundation, because that could potentially give you too much coverage, leading to cakiness. The one I used in this demo is one of my long-term favorites from Charlotte Tilbury, and I like to apply it with a puff, either to set my concealer and or set my T-zone. I happen to have oily skin, so I actually sometimes do use a loose powder and a puff and really work the powder into my T-zone because I am that oily. But if you're not, then I would stick to a pressed compact powder and just setting your under eyes and or your T-zone with a powder puff. If you don't want to use a puff, you can use a brush. Just make sure that it's not too big, that it's more tapered, and very, very soft. And the final makeup mistake you might be making is wearing too matte and or too dark of a lip color. Early on in my makeup artistry career, I was trained by the Bobbi Brown. And the way she taught us to find the perfect lip color shade for our client was to put it on them without any other makeup on their face. And the way you knew you had your client in the right lip shade, the right everyday lip shade, was if it brought their face to life, if it brought their complexion and their features to life without having to put on any other makeup. No blush, no mascara, no eyeshadow, just the lip color. What did that do for the person's overall complexion? And if it washed them out, it was clearly a no. If it was too bright and you saw nothing but the lip color when you looked at them, it was also not ideal. You want to choose a shade that is going to add a little life to your face, but not overpower it and also not drain color from it. And while matte lipstick formulas have definitely improved over the years, I will still stand 10 toes down on my belief that glossy lips are more youthful than matte. And personally, my favorite formula is a lipstick gloss hybrid, or just a glossy lipstick. There are so many to choose from now at the drugstore, at Sephora. The one I use today is from Tarte. A dark matte lipstick, especially without a lip liner, is going to make your lips look smaller and drier. Whereas using a lip liner and a glossy lipstick is going to make your lips look fuller and more youthful. So if your makeup has been looking like this and people are telling you that you look older than you are, ask yourself if you are making any of these mistakes. And if so, I hope you will try these easy fixes. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for new content at least twice per week.